Hi everyone, welcome back to the UK and a pretty dismal as it is with the weather. So it's stopped raining again, so we've got a bit of respite with that, but it's about to rain, so we've got probably about half an hour. Temperature wise, it's about 23 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit for you Yanks, and we're going to be looking at the Chinese elm that we purchased on eBay. So we've got loads of growth, regular fertilizer, and we've got lots and lots of deep dark green again. So whatever fertilizer we've been using, and check out the channel on the video fertilizers so you'll see which ones we have been using. We've gone from a light green to a dark green, so the ones we have been using have been working. Yay. Anyway, we're going to be doing a cutback because we've got loads of extra growth, as we can see. So all we're going to be doing is putting you on the bench, giving it a bit trim, a bit more compact. So then when we come to the winter months and we lose the leaves, we will go in later on then, and then we'll do branch selection, cut back a little bit better so we can see the proper structure. So first things first, look at the growth on this since we last pruned it. So if you remember, we took it right back, selected what we wanted, and look at the growth it's provided us. So I'll take you right in. So the growth that we had on last time was quite yellow, and it always has been, but since we fertilised it, we've come back really strong, and it's flushed out, and it's flushed out really dark green. So either the tree just was lacking in nutrients, or the tree has just finally decided it's mature enough and has put out nice dark green growth. So what I want to do today is just bring it back to the first couple of set of leaves on most branches. I don't want to go too hard on it because we just did a really hard cut, and we are in midweek of August, so we're going to cut it right back into, as I say, 2 pairs or maybe a pair of leaves, and then that should get us set ready to go into the cold as we're going into the colder months in a couple of weeks. Leaves it plenty of energy to sorry, can't get my words out. Give it plenty of energy to provide more growth up until then, and then, as I say, once the colder months go in, they'll start dropping, and then on the next video we'll be in the colder months, and then we can go in, start looking at the structure again, and then we can snip back, choosing the branches that we want to keep, get rid of the ones that we don't, and then we do it all over again in spring. Let the buds push. Yeah, it's a constant battle, push growth, but that's how we develop our trees. Right, let's get a pair of snips, and as they say, we'll get the show underway. So what I want to do on most of them is, what we're going to do is we'll just look for crossing branches. Ones that grow down we'll just eradicate completely, ones that grow up we'll get rid of, anything else we'll just cut right back. So these long ones, all I'm going to do is just cut back. Nice. Nothing too drastic in this video, but we're just going to reshape it every time we move the camera. It seems that there's a branch in the way, it's that long. So again, just going to come back on this branch, and I still got to cut and try and get directional pruning. So we've cut here, and the leaf behind it, get you in a bit, leaf behind it is this one, so we should grow up this direction. But I'm going to try and, to the best of my ability, to do that in directional pruning, but again, I'm not too bothered. There we go. So if I cut here, it'll grow this way. So I'll try my best to do that, but again, not too worried, just because we're so far into August. It's not really a case of being too hypersensitive with directional pruning at the moment. We just want to get it back into the shape. So this one here that's growing straight up, I think what we do is I'll just take that off completely. grab these snips. One, it's right far back in, which is this one here, and it's going right up, so it'll be competing with the actual main leader, which will be this one here. Or this here. So I'll just have a quick look and I'll make a decision once we just clear out everything else. That probably will be the leader because it's got some really nice growth and some movement on it. Got plenty of options. But again, once we just clear it out a little bit, we can make a decision. This one's going right across. Whee! So I'll just take that off completely. That one there is growing in the crotch, so just take it out. It's not wanted. Just cut that back. This long one here is growing right across from down here. Just going to move on to my bigger snips and remove it completely. This branch here, just going to take out, snip it back. Same with this one. This branch here, same again. We're just going to cut back, bring it into shape. As you can see, we start seeing into the inner structure now. This one here is growing up. If you can focus, there we go. Just going to snip that off. On this branch here, if I take you on top and move that, you can see this branch is growing straight across. Just going to snip off. Just below it, here, move under. See if we can move the camera angle. This branch here, too low, I'm just going to take those off. And the same there. And there. Let's clean all that out of the way. This one here on top. Take everything back nice and neat as we see. Got one growing up here. Just going to take that off. Again, just cut back, bring it in. This one, this long branch here, we're just going to bring it back. Got the leaf here growing outwards, so it should develop this way. This one's going right across, I'm just going to snip it off completely. And then the one next to it's growing backwards. The one here is upwards, so we're able to just take it out. I know it seems like we're doing a bit of a scattergun approach because we're going from one side to another, but anything we just see, we're just taking off because we can see it. I know it's opening in one side, like we've opened this side and we're not really gone straight over to the other side, spinning it, but we can go straight in and we can see. So that's all we're doing, just carrying it across where we can see. So these ones down here, this one here is growing down and into the tree, so we're just going to take them all out. As I say, we're here, we just do it. No point in messing about. Over here I've got a dead branch, just snip it out of the way. just above, right here, got a branch coming straight at us. And if we look, if I can move it out, it is right in the crotch, so I'm just going to snip it off completely. Snip to my bigger snip, see if I can just tidy that up a little bit. And same again, we've got this massive branch coming straight forwards. It is underneath on the crotch as well. Actually, no, the one just underneath it is in the crotch, so we'll remove that. This branch itself is above the crotch, so I'll just bring it back. But it is in the inside of a corner, so follow the rules, means it has to go. There we go. And on top, snip, snip. So yes, this is definitely going to be the leader. So we'll snip that back a little bit more. As we said before, that'll be the leader. So this one, I'm just going to snip off completely. Giving me the decision, leader, and then side branch. This means we take this one on the side here, so I'll snip that back as well. Okay, so from this angle, it's opened it up nicely. You can see right into the tree. Although if I turn it round, we haven't really started on this side, and it's still a great big mess. But we're starting, and we're getting there. So this top one, still really long. Cut there, bring it back into shape. And that one, we've got these ones that are close in. If I bring you in the crotch, we just need to snip that out. This one's going upwards. This branch here is growing into the tree and crossing. Oh no, we've already snipped it, it's just a fallen one. Although this one on the branch here has got to go. Nice and easy. We just continue following these rules. Branch here, growing in towards the tree, crossing, take that out. Same with this one. I think what we'll do is we'll remove this junction, neaten that up. Spin the tree, let's get in, bring this one back. I'll go in onto this one here, it's going upwards, just take that out. All these up here, let's just cut them back. Let's get in the tree. And you can see here, if it's going to focus, if we leave this leaf here, it's going to continue to grow into a branch, so we'll just snip that off. And the same here, this will grow into a branch, so we need to remove. If I open this section here, we have just here branch growing, and then in the middle we have another branch, and then underneath at the top a third branch. I need to remove this whole section and allow this branch here to grow on its own. Try and neaten that off as much as I can. There you go, so it's just left a single branch growing. Just there. And then we'll just cut it back. Get this branch out of there. Any downwards going, anything in, that's in the crotch. So this section just here, I want to remove completely, and then this one here as well. So we can see in the tree so far all the branch structure, and then we're starting to develop pads. We're just filling them out. Let's remove this big. So just here we have this branch here. We need to remove that one. A bit too far down, and then just trim back a little bit. I think what I need to do is get in here now and have a look under there, because by the looks of it, I think what we'll do first is bring this branch back and remove this branch here that is growing right across, and that one there. There we go. So now we can start seeing pads develop. Let's get rid of those in there. There we go. Okay, so with all the trimming back we're doing, pads are starting to develop. Just by the branch selection we did on the last video, the growth that it's put on so far, and then trimming back, and then removing crossing branches and anything that's further in. So this section that we just said we need to get under, let's remove that, and then I think we've got a branch, you might be able to see it in the corner here, we need to get rid of that one as well. So if I just go under here, clear that out. And then I think this branch here as well ought to go. And then, if I'm honest, I think that first branch at the bottom might be too low. But what I'm going to do is I will leave it, because leaving it, if you see where that big scar is, that helps to close that wound up. So we're just going to leave that, but I'm going to remove this little top section here, just so it opens it up again. And then same again, just give it a slight pruning back. It will slow the growing down. It'll slow the healing down the more I take off this branch. If I let it grow on long, if I let it grow vigorously, this will heal up faster. But I don't want it growing too vigorously, because I want to be able to see my work. I want to get in there. I want to be able to see what was going on, make those decisions. Okay, so these ones, just up here, a bit long and leggy. So we're just going to nip back those. Remove that little leaf there. And then I think just here, we just need to reduce that one. And possibly just this one up here. Here, we're just going to pull that one back as well. So there we go. Now you can see all the structure. You can see the ends where the pads are starting to develop. I'm going to pull that large leaf off. And then the one on the bottom here as well. You'll be able to see in there proper. And that one. So that's that pad developing there. Yep. So we have the main leader growing up to here. Branches shooting off. Everything growing in nice and tidy. Yeah. I think the only thing we might need to do in the future is possibly remove this branch and this branch just to open it up. So if I look, just to open it up, as I say. But again, we'll let that push a bit more growth between now and the winter months. That'll fill in once more, and then as the winter comes in, it loses its leaves, and then we go in there and do a proper branch structure, cut in, see where we're at. Give you a spin of this tree now from this angle. I think this looks really good so far. Let's take this stick out just so you can get a better view. So, not bad. 18 months to 2 years maybe. Work from eBay. Considering I didn't like her when I first bought it, and yeah, she wasn't as advertised. So as I say, so viewing angle is probably somewhere here. So she's on a slight angle. I'll get in from the bottom. As I say, we probably just need to open her up, get rid of 1 or 2 branches just here. I think for now I'm just going to leave her. We'll do that in the winter months. But yeah, You see right in there. She's getting there. It's gonna be a cool looking tree, I think. Well, the sun's just come back out. Anyway, check out the tree so far. What do you think? I think it's coming along quite nicely, if I do say so myself. Anyway, let me know what you think. Give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying the content, and give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying the video as well. Leave a comment about the tree. Not bad for eBay, I suppose. Anyway, I'll check you out in the next one. Oh, please subscribe if you haven't, and yeah, see you next week. Thanks guys, have a good one.